suggestion si AI, i-improve mo. Kapag ikaw yung may idea, i-improve dapat ni AI. Ganun yung collaboration na mangyayari. With this role na dapat, yung AI will just serve as your writing assistant, and you will serve still as the main author of the research. Okay? So, let's play. For the sake of demo, in-screen record ko na to. So, yan. Copy. Hindi ako gumamit ng mga shortcut para alam ng lahat. So, go to ChatGPT, DeepSeek, Gemini, ano pang ginamit? Perplexity, and Claude. Ulitin ko po yung AI tools na ginamit natin dito ay ChatGPT, DeepSeek, Gemini, Copilot, Perplexity, Boreum, and Claude. So those are the AI tools that you can use. These are all generative AI. Okay? Sir, Estudianto, kailangan bang gamitin lahat ito ng mga AI tools na yan? Not necessarily. Kahit isa lang yung gusto mong gamitin. This is just for the sake of demo. Pinagsabay-sabay kong gamitin, and then whichever has a more superior suggestion, mas maganda yung suggestion niya na research title, yun yung pipiliin ko or i-refine ko na lang. Okay? So, let's proceed with the demo. So, I'll provide the prompt, yung kaninang nilagay ko, then click the command. Ayan na yung mga suggested title. Development and validation of contextualized articulated learning model for reducing math anxiety among secondary students. Then sa DeepSeek, provide again the same prompt. Then give the command. And then yan yung mga suggested titles, research titles. Unfortunately, although maganda naman yung mga suggestion ni DeepSeek, but these titles do not encapsulate my purpose for conducting the research. So, ayoko nung suggestion ni DeepSeek. Si Gemini, hindi, Copilot pala to. Ito naman yung mga suggestion ni Copilot. Then, si Gemini, parang hindi ko ata ano to. Yan, click. Medyo matagal ata. Okay, matagal ata yung ano dito. Okay. So, hindi gumana si Copilot. I think I need to register muna. Okay, talon tayo kay Perplexity. So, same prompt. Then, i-click mo lang siya. Then, si Claude, same prompt again. Claude, C-L-A-U-D-E. Yan yung mga suggestion ni Claude. Okay, among the suggestions, ang pinaka nagustuhan ko, itong suggestion ni Claude, yung number 1. So, development and validation of integrated contextual blah blah blah. So, syempre, ilagay ko yan dyan. Okay, yun na yung title. So, the next prompt that you will perform is suggest at least 6 research questions for this research title. Okay, again, pwede nyo i-modify itong title for the sake lang ng demo, kaya duro-diretso ako. Yan na yung mga research questions na suggested. Again, hindi mo dapat i-copy yan lahat kasi ang iba dyan ay pwedeng hindi naman kakapsulate ng gusto mong research. But for the sake of demo, kinopy ko lang lahat. Okay, so meron ka ng 6 research questions or SOPs. And then, ang next prompt mo naman, suggest an appropriate research design for this study with these research questions. So, ilagay mo yung research title mo and then yung research questions. And then, let AI suggest a good research design that is appropriate for your research title and for your research questions. Yan, nilagay ko yung research title. Kinapi ko lang yun sa taas kanina. Yan. Sorry. And then you just copy that. Provide the same prompt. By the way, beforehand, in-execute ko na to na command na to. Nilagay ko lang dyan sa Microsoft Word just for the sake of demo. So yan, meron ng suggested research design, sequential explanatory, mixed method. And then for every research question, I think there will be a suggested research methods that you will be using, that you can use, etc. Then next prompt, suggest an appropriate research instrument. So whether you will be using survey questionnaire, whether you will be using tawag dito, protocol, FGD protocol, or maybe schedule. Parang mag 1 hour na ako magto. Bilisan na natin. Okay? Fast forward, pwede magpasuggest ka na rin ng statistical tool. Ayan, no? Suggest an appropriate statistical tool for the following research questions. So it will be easier for your advisor na ayusin yung proposed concept note mo kapag mag-thesis ka na o kaya mag-dissertation ka na. Since meron ng mga suggestion na nauna, kumbaga si AI will serve as your alternate advisor, thesis advisor. So imagine, inaayos na ni AI yung proposal mo, ipapaayos mo pa siya kan advisor and mayroon ka pang panel, so therefore lalong gaganda yung quality ng work na mapuproduce mo ng research mo. Okay? Fast forward po ako. Wait. Okay. So, suppose gagawa ka ng test items. Gawa ka ng test items. So, yan yung ginawa ko na command, na prompt. Create a 10-item multiple choice test covering the topics and competencies in the attached file. Kasi may attach ako na file. And then, nilagyan ko na ng item distribution, yung remembering 10%, understanding, etc. Sa assessment naman po ito sa paano ba gumawa ng test items using AI tool. Same mga AI tools, ChatGPT, DeepSeek, Copilot, Gemini, Perplexity, Claude, and Borium. So ito yung prompt na nilagay ko. Then nilagyan ko pa ng prompt na letter of correct answer should be randomly distributed to avoid guessing. May paganyan ako kasi minsan yung mga correct answer puro A, puro letter A. So, masasagutan agad yun ng mga bata. Then, at least 3 distractors should be very similar to the correct answer to confuse the taker. So, may ganyan akong instruction. Then, contextualize the questions for grade 11 students who love basketball, sports, online games, and cultural contextualization for Sorsogon Province. Ganyan yung binigay ko na prompt. And take a look at the output. Tingnan natin. Fast forward tayo. And then, ipipaste ko yung competencies na cover sa exam na yon. So, you just need to paste that. Pwedeng attach file dito yung itong button na to yung i-click mo or pwedeng i-paste mo lang directly. Then, tingnan natin yung nagawang output. Wait, saan ba yung pinaka-last? Ayan. Si ChatGPT, ito yung nagawa niya. In the basketball court in Sorsogon Complex, so very contextualized yung mga worded problem. A mobile gaming arena in Sorsogon. Since nilagyan ko ng instruction na contextualized dapat. So, ganun yung mga mga worded problems. So, it will catch the interest of the learners. Very personalized yung learning nila. Sa DeepSeek, ito naman yung mga sample niya. Basketball court in Sorsogon, etc. Mobile Legends, Sorsogon Sports Complex. Sorry for the example kasi the same talk I delivered the same sa DepEd sa isang convention and also sa Masbate State College DepEd MSCA. Si Copilot, tingnan niyo yung mga sample. So medyo minimalist yung mga test items na kinonstruct ni Copilot. Then si Perplexity, yan yung mga test items niya na nagawa. Then yung may pinakamagandang output, I think based on my own appreciation, yung sa Claude. Tingnan nyo, very contextualized. Ito kasing mga local, ano to, Mayon Volcano, itong Irusin, these are local, localized contexts. Ibig sabihin, very updated si Claude ng mga localized context. So you try Claude in constructing your own test items. Then, balik pala ako dito sa kung ikaw naman ay nagre-research, systematic literature review, ito yung mga AI tools na pwede mong magamit. Wait. Ano ba yung ginawa ko dito? Sorry, brainstorming pala ito ng components ng ito, literature review. Pwede kang gumamit ng paper guide, semantic scholar, synapse, litmaps, research rabbit, and Boreum. Sorry for medyo mabilisan yung pag-demo ko kasi actually sa masters, ilang ano to session sa klasiko, I think this is how many? 4 sessions ito sa data analysis itong mga AI tools na to. Kaya medyo bilis-bilisan ko lang. Ayan, so pwede ka mag-search ng mga kung anong gusto mo i-search na literature sa Boreum, sa Semantic Scholar. Ayan, halimbawa lumabas na yung yung article na na-search mo sa Semantic Scholar. So, search ka. You just need to click that article. Okay, then, pag lumabas na, tingnan mo yung DOI niya. Yan yung DOI. You just copy that. Copy the DOI and then you can save all these articles na mga na-search mo and i-manage mo yung literature mo sa mga folder na ginawa mo dun sa paper guide o kaya sa Research Rabbit. Okay, so yan sa paper guide, just need to upload it there. And then, lalabas na yan dyan. Okay. So, lahat ng mga researches o kaya literatures na na-search mo sa Google Scholar, sa Semantic Scholar, sa Academia, sa ResearchGate, sa Scopus, sa Elsevier, and then itong mga nabanggit ko ngayon ng mga AI tools, itong si Boreum, si Semantic Scholar, si Synapse, si Litmaps, tsaka si Research Rabbit. Sorry, dito kay paper guide. Lahat yun, i-paste mo lang yung DOI dito sa paper guide and dyan mo ilagay lahat ng article mo so that when the time comes na magsa-cite ka na, ilalagay mo na sa bibliography mo, ang bibliographic references mo, nandyan lahat, naka-save sila lahat dyan sa ang mga bibliographic references mo. Okay? So, bali yan, dumami na yung article natin na in-upload. Galing doon sa iba-iba. Ito naman yung Synapse. Pwede ka mag-search dyan ng kung ano-anong articles. Then, copy din yung DOI. You just need to copy that. And then, i-paste mo, i-upload mo again doon sa paper guide. Ayun. Sa Boreum. And then, paste mo again doon sa paper guide. Hanggang sa maubos mo lahat ng mga gusto mong i-search na articles. Then ito naman na
Oh,
Research Rabbit,
come on. Two.
of course, you need to create your own folder there. Titlean mo. Ako ang gusto kong i-search ay about all literatures, books,
Diba?
and research articles about math
Yan.
anxiety remediation
Eh, wala nang
strategies.
interior.
Then save lang yung ano to, folder, and you just need to click add papers. Pwede kang mag-search manually dyan na mismo, or you can search doon sa ibang mga AI tools, search engines, then isave mo lahat doon sa research guide. Then, tingnan nyo yung special feature ng paper guide pag nag-upload ka. So, lumabas na yung na-search mo. I-click mo lang yung similar work, and then, andyan na lahat ng mga articles na connected or related doon sa article na in-upload mo. And you just need to click all of them one by one, and then all the informations, and automatically Research Rabbit will redirect you to that article. O di ba, ang bilis-bilis ng systematic literature review mo na gagawin using Research Rabbit, etc. Okay, so okay na tayo dito sa research. Doon na tayo sa mga teaching, mga AI tools for teaching. So let me introduce Magic School AI. I know some of you are using this already. So marami siyang mga features. Meron siyang text generation, construction of quiz. Pwede ka mag-construct ng test item dyan sa may multiple choice quiz sa Magic School AI. Ano pa yung mga features niya? Ayan, lesson planning, academic content, presentation generation, etc. Worksheet. You can create worksheet dyan sa Magic School AI. Then, pwede ka mag-create ng presentation sa Magic School AI. Yan, lesson planning, song generator. Ang daming mga features. You just search this and explore na lang po. Pwede ka mag-create ng syllabus or lesson plan, etc. dyan sa Magic School AI. Ano pa yung mga features niya? Social stories, group work generation, generator kung gusto ka mag-create ng work group or group activity. Gusto mo gumamit ng PBL, pwede din. Vocabulary, gusto mo lagyan ng vocabulary word, and other teacher tools. Okay, so Magic School AI. Paki-explore na lang po yan, my dear fellow mathematics educators. Then, meron ding EduAid. Maganda itong EduAid about engagement, lessons, etc. Yung mga features niya. More on activities to, mga activities. And it will be contextualized to the vocabulary of whatever grade level yung ipoprovide mo. Like for example dito, gawa tayo ng lesson. Pag clinic mo siya na grade 11 and 12, automatic yung wordings pang grade 11 and 12. Yan yung mga experiments and riddles and activities. Pardon me, yung laman niya ay may mga science na halo kasi I delivered the same talk and demo sa DepEd, and then na-invite din tayo sa science. Kaya ganito yung laman. Ayan. So, ang dami niyang pwedeng gawin and pwede mong pagpilian kung anong klaseng grade level yung wordings, yung vocabulary words. Kaya ganda ng mga activities dito. You will really be able to make your every learning and teaching interaction with your students very meaningful to them with these activities. And wala nang magsasabi na estudyante na ang math ay boring. With this so many variety of activities, learning tasks and activities that we have. Then, of course, sa mathematics, ito yung mga digital tools that we can use. Of course, ang pinaka-common, this is, ano ba ito? Cabri Express. This is Cabri Express. So, in Cabri Express, pwede kang gumawa ng mga graphs, mga geometric figures. Diyan ka mag-draw, especially yung mga nagtuturo ng geometry na kagaya ko, walang talent sa pag-drawing. Dati kasi chalkboard lang kami. Sabi ng mga estudyante, "Sir, ano ba yan? Ellipse ba yan o circle?" Sabi ko sa kanila, basahin nyo na lang yung label. So, but with the introduction of this Cabri Express, pwede ka mag-graph, yung mga circles mo dyan, perfect na siya. And you just need to export this sa MS Word o kaya sa PowerPoint presentation o kaya sa Canva. Okay, again, Cabri Express. Then, meron tayo ditong Matchpad. Matchpad. So, marami siyang mga features din dyan. Merong teacher resources, and may mga interactive tool din, mga topic booklet, and categorized na rin yung features ng Matchpad sa different topics like about data, about geometry, about numbers and number sense. Ayan, may mga items na hindi free.
Mathematics. Hindi lang ko yun. Dahil nag-share sa'yo sa
Okay, so yan yung mga sample, mga interactive materials. Ayan. So, may mga activities din siya. Okay, again, Matchpad. Yan yung mga interactive tools na pwede natin gamitin Matchpad. Okay, paki-screenshot na lang po, Matchpad, Cabri Express. Okay, since kulang nata tayo sa time. Sir Neil, meron pa ba akong time? How many minutes I have? How many remaining minutes?
Doc will share your presentation na lang sa ating mga participants siguro later.
Okay,
Kasi may
okay.
changes tayo. Thank you, Doc.
Okay. Sige. Thank you very much, everyone. Meron ako ditong mga ethics. Pwedeng tapusin ko lang yung sa ethical consideration.
Kaya po, Doc.
Sige, so I'll just share to you itong yung PowerPoint presentation and demo since wala na ata tayong time, but for the sake of busin ko lang to, sorry. Ito po, paki-screenshot na lang yan yung mga AI tools. Ayan. Maka-master ka lang 2 o 3 diyan. Screenshot na lang po and send ko kay Sir Nino. And if you want to learn these AI tools, ito yung mga YouTube channels that you can visit. Okay, kahit isang 30 minutes, spend 20 minutes a day to watch tutorials sa mga YouTube channels. Then sa ethics, pwede tayo magkaroon ng sarili natin ng classroom policies. You can create your own classroom policies. Kailan ba pinagbabawal ang in the absence of the classroom policies produced sa AI tools, we as mathematics educators should guide our students. Kung tayo mag-provide tayo ng learning task or assignment so that they will not be tempted na gumamit kahit hindi naman dapat na gumamit, kaya hinayabit natin sila. Okay? Usually ako, bibigyan ko ng guidance sa mga students. In this task, you are not allowed to use the following task naman yung in this task, you are allowed to use method only grammar lang. Depende, magbibigay tayo ng instruction. Okay? Please visit the article then sa research then meron tayo ng sample guidelines then in the absence thereof pwede kayo mag-benchmark dito sa policy ng University. Okay? General rule again, sabi ko kanina, dapat kapag magsisilat ka, ikaw pa rin yung author, yung PIT address, system, most especially However, the content of this lecture is original, my own original creation and my own idea. So this is the following items, the refinement of my lecture notes and for this presentation of my PowerPoint. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, fellow mathematics educators, be a smart mathematics educator, but be responsible. Yun lamang po at sa pong makasignayan, makakaganda edukasyon ng umaga.
Thank you so much po, Dr. Aldrin Jan Esponanto, for that insightful and enriching discussion. Indeed, your expertise and passion gave us valuable perspective that we can bring with us beyond this session. Pwede ba nating palakpakan ulit si Doc Aldrin Jan Esponanto? Ayan, thank you so much po, Doc.
And we truly appreciate your presence today, Doc Aldrin. So everyone, come to our first aid by joining our virtual class. Thank you so much. This moment is a great job presenting the certificate of appreciation to our distinguished speaker, Dr. Aldrin Jan Esponanto, in grateful recognition of her valuable contribution as a resource person in today's webinar entitled Empowering Educators with Pedagogical Innovations in Fundamental Mathematics. With his topic, AI Technology for Teaching Fundamental Mathematics. Let me read the citation. Dr. Salvo Alderete, Program Coordinator of Mathematics, and Dr. Mary Jane P. Apugis, Dean of the Gateway School Program. Once again, let's extend our maximum thanks to Dr. Alderete for that virtual round of applause. Thank you so much, Dr. Alderete.
Salamat po, maraming salamat. Pauna na ako, Sir Min. I have a class at school ngayon.
Yes, Doc. Thank you po, Doc. Thank you so much.
So, thank you once again po, Doc Aldrin, for that insightful discussion. We are very grateful for the time and effort you shared with us today. So, everyone, are you still there with us? I believe you are still eager to listen and learn more today. Can we see some thumbs up or heart reactions from everyone? Ayan, thank you so much. So now, let's proceed to the next topic lined up for today's webinar. And to introduce our next speaker, let us have Ma'am Marietta Grayson Salvan on our virtual stage.
Good morning, everyone. It's an honor to introduce our distinguished speaker for today's webinar. So he earned his Bachelor of Secondary Education major in Mathematics and Master of Arts in Teaching Mathematics from the University of Southeastern Philippines. Pursued doctoral units in mathematics at Central Mindanao University and completed his Doctor of Philosophy in Educational Leadership at the University of the Immaculate Conception. He is also currently studying law at Rizal Memorial Colleges, a National Mathematics Modules Evaluator in Water, and a National Speaker in Mathematics. He was honored as Most Outstanding Principal of